Welcome to Irie Jam 360 News and Sports. I am Scott Wilson. For this news feature and more things Irie, download the Irie Jam 360 app on iPhone and Android devices. Follow us on social media, and you can also visit iriejam.com. In today's headlines, retired civil servants get pension increase, and in sports, KC and XLCR are corporate champions. Latest travel advisory by the U.S. not expected to affect tourism. Jamaican government officials say that the latest travel advisory issued by the United States government is unlikely to impact the country's tourism industry. The latest advisory from the U.S. Department of State warns its citizens against traveling to Jamaica. The Tier 2 travel advisory issued by the U.S. government on Friday warned that violent crimes such as home invasions, armed robberies, and homicides are common within the island. For the U.S., a Tier 2 warning means travelers should, quote, exercise increased caution. Similar warnings have been issued for Trinidad and Tobago, the Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos Islands. It advised Americans to avoid traveling to areas in Kingston such as Cassava Peace, Trenchtown, Tivoli Gardens, Arnett Gardens, Grants Pen, Standpipe, and downtown Kingston, defined as the areas between Mountain View Avenue and Hagley Park Road, south of Halfway Tree and Old Hope Road. It also warned Americans not to visit areas in Montego Bay, specifically Canterbury, Claver Street, Flankers, Hart Street, Norwood, and Rose Heights. In other news, St. Lucia issues dengue alert. Health officials in St. Lucia have issued an alert in light of reported deaths due to the mosquito-borne disease dengue in the neighboring French island of Martinique. According to Chief Medical Officer Dr. Merlene Frederick James, with most of the population being under 10 years old, health officials are concerned as they have not been exposed to the disease, especially the type 3 variation. Cases of dengue normally spike during the rainy season, said Frederick James, who added that although it has been relatively dry on the island, there have been some showers. Retired government workers to get an increase in their pensions. Some $600 million has been allocated to the 2019-2020 budget to increase pensions for retired government employees. Opening the 2019-2020 budget debate in the House of Representatives, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. the Honorable Nigel Clark, said this in addition to the $600 million increase applied in 2018-2019. Earlier this year, the National Insurance Scheme, NIS, pensions were also increased and the minimum wage was adjusted upwards. Currently, there are over 120,000 NIS pensioners who benefited from a 14% increase in their pensions. Over to sport now. Calls for women's cricket to be placed in Commonwealth Games. There have been calls from some of cricket's bigwigs for women's cricket to be included in the 2022 Commonwealth Games. Among those batting for the change of status is legendary cricketer and member of the MCC World Cricket Committee, Shane Warne. Organizers of the 2022 event in the English city of Birmingham are to announce this year whether cricket will get a place for the first time since 1998. It is competing against Olympic sports including archery, shooting and volleyball. Warne, in sanctioning the women's team at the committee meeting in Bangalore, said it is an exciting time for women's cricket after 2 great World Cups in 2 years, and it's up to the Cricket World and Commonwealth Games Federation to build on that momentum and bring cricket into multi-sport games. Cricket was last included in the Commonwealth Games in 1998 when South Africa beat Australia in the men's 50-over final in Kuala Lumpur. Girls World Cup squad to be selected soon. The 14 names of the 14 members from the Reggae Girls 23-player squad will soon be announced. Assistant coach for the team, Andrew Price, says that the squad to this year's FIFA Women's Cup tournament in France will be decided soon. He said the coaches were very impressed with the Reggae Girls' performance in their 2-match friendly series against South American country Chile, and so they have decided that they will be announcing 14 members of the squad who will be making the trip to France this summer. Another training camp will be held in April, and according to Price, there will still be an opportunity for other players to be selected. Price said if the last 2 training camps are anything to go by, then they could be selecting about 14 to 16 players to make the trip to France. KC XLCR are corporate area champions. Track and field is alive and well in Jamaica. That was made abundantly clear on Saturday at the Digicel Anthric Corporate Area Championship, which saw Kingston College and XLCR Girls taking the crown for the boys and girls respectively. The teams walked away with $250,000 each for their efforts, which ended in KC amassing 446 points. They were 94 points clear of Calabar High with 352 points. XLCR Girls finished ahead of the pack with 392.5. That's it for your Irie Jam 360 News and Sports. I am Scott Wilson. Pleasant viewing. For this news feature and more things Irie, download the Irie Jam 360 app on iPhone and Android devices. Follow us on social media, and you can also visit iriejam.com.